I'm Celeste Chericello, the Design Department Chair at Brookdale Community College. And if you're looking to be inspired, the Design Department is the place where you really can design your future. What is design? Is it an idea that enters your mind? Is it something you plan and organize? Or is it the process by which you create something? Well, it's all this and so much more. Design is everywhere. Whether it's the home you live in, the place where you work, or the advertisement for the car you're going to buy. Designers are involved in all aspects of our lives. Our quality of life depends on the design that surrounds us. Architects, graphic designers, and interior designers play a huge role in the world we live in. The Design Department at Brookdale prepares students for professional careers in these three fields. Our programs were created to engage students such as yourselves in the design process and in developing the skills needed for a future in the design industry.
My name is Patty Blazer. I'm a New Jersey certified interior designer and professor of interior design at Brookdale Community College. Interior design is a very complex profession. As building types have become more complex over the past number of years, the role of a professional interior designer has become much more complex as well.
Hi, I'm Francine DeMarco. I'm an interior design student at Brookdale Community College. I came here being an artist, being a fashion designer, knowing how to draw clothing, but not furniture, not drafting plans, not knowing how to use a drafting table. And the professors here were wonderful because they were able to calm me down when I was nervous and say, it's okay, that's part of the program. We teach you this.
We have 2 studios that are equipped with manual drafting tables as well as various software products that are appropriate for the interior design profession. So each student has the opportunity to have their own station with both drafting table and technology that's required. We have a learning assistant that supports students outside of class time, so you can basically get one-on-one tutoring. If you're having difficulty in a particular area, you can make an appointment and come in, or just come in during open lab times and get additional help outside of class.
My name is Dorota Cervas, and I'm a recent graduate from Interior Design program at Brookdale Community College. When I came to Brookdale and I talked to a few of my teachers, especially Celeste, and I told her, Celeste, I'm an international student, my English is maybe not good enough, but she said, don't worry, we're gonna work. You're gonna work hard and you're gonna be okay. And we had an opportunity to do real projects. Last year, we were asked to redesign a day room at the Ancora Psychiatric Hospital in Hamilton, New Jersey, and I won a first prize. Well, the design now is under the construction. They asked me to come and take pictures and see what they did. And you know, when I graduated, I felt so good because I still remember the first day when I said, I don't know if I am able to do it. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be good for it.
Professional interior designers work as members of design teams along with architects, engineers, landscape architects. They participate and collaborate in defining and interpreting user and client needs and adapting those needs to the building shell and all the mechanical systems that are associated with it.
The great thing about being at Brookdale is that we have the architect program right down the hallway, and we all work very nicely together. It's really positive because when you get out in the field, you eventually will be working together, so it's great to be exposed to people like this early on, especially in school.
Most people think of interior design related only to residential interiors, when in fact interior designers collaborate on projects such as healthcare facilities, hospitals, assisted living facilities, institutional facilities such as schools or libraries, the hospitality industry such as hotels, restaurants, casinos, nightclubs, corporate facilities, and of course residential interiors.
Hi, my name is Joni Del Sordi, and I'm a working graduate from Brookdale's Interior Design program. The opportunities from Brookdale's interior design program, they offered trips that we could go on to get hands-on experience. And some of the projects, I really like how they incorporated real projects. For instance, when I was attending the school, the offices were moving from one building to another, and we got to interview the administrators, find out how they use the space, what their needs and wants were. And I use that every day in my field. I'm in the restaurant hospitality field, designing restaurants. And Brookdale, really gave me hands-on experience and the foundation classes that, I still use to this day.
Brookdale's interior design program is a gem. I am extremely proud of the program. We're in our 20th year of existence. We have an excellent reputation. We have state-of-the-art studios that are the envy of every other program in the state. We enjoy excellent support from the college and have an excellent reputation for, again, transferability as well as job placement within the field. We've got an excellent faculty. Our full-time faculty as well as our adjuncts all have been practicing professionals, and all are NCIDQ certificate holders and are certified in the state of New Jersey. So our staff and faculty are excellent. Facilities are excellent, and I love Brookdale.
Hi, I'm Ed O'Neill. I'm head of the architecture program at Brookdale Community College. The architecture program at Brookdale Community College is a 2-year program, and what we do is prepare you for transfer to a 5-year program, which is at the baccalaureate level.
Hi, my name is Anthony Scalise, and I was an architecture student at Brookdale Community College.
My name is Pete Kozelski, and I was an architecture student at Brookdale Community College.
What was actually great about Brookdale for me is that I actually met my now business partner, Pete. We did meet at Brookdale. We were both students here. We developed a friendship, which was great. We kind of helped each other in school throughout. And who knew that, a few years later, we would be business partners and practicing the architecture that we were just learning. So yeah, for me, I think you look back and you really say, wow, that was something special.
The associate degree program at Brookdale is fairly unique. There are only one other program in the state of New Jersey like it. And our program really focuses on the first 2 years. So we mirror the first 2 years of a 5-year program's curriculum. I think our facilities, our attention to personal student needs far exceed what a university can do because we're smaller, we're more intimate, we have more one-on-one student interaction with faculty, learning assistants, and outside professionals.
My name is Nicole Boris, and I'm an architectural graduate from Brookdale Community College. The facilities were really great. We each got our own spot. We got our tables, the computers were great. We had a lot of printers. The teachers definitely introduced us to a lot of different technology aspects in terms of programs. So a lot of schools now are embracing the technology, and we got to learn different software such as Maya, Rhino, Grasshopper. We got to learn the process of 3D printing. So if you make a model on the computer, you can actually print it out on a machine. It's keeping us updated with what the rest of the schools are doing. So it definitely prepared us.
We start them out by doing drawings and building models, and sometimes those models become full scale. We do things with special projects, and we do things digitally so that in the computer you can walk into a virtual world and see what that's going to be like. And again, we take people out to projects all the time, explaining the process of concept through construction, and you can actually walk through and say, take you from the digital walkthrough to an actual walkthrough of the same building and see what the effects are.
Hi, my name is Matt Lita, and I am a graduate of the architecture program at Brookdale.
My name is Jason Joseph, and I'm a graduate at the Brookdale architectural program.
There's definitely a lot more freedom with everybody, including the professor, and that's what made it great, because we would create this family that would essentially go on trips. So they weren't necessarily class trips. It was kind of like a family trip. Like we would be going to New York just to go see any of the buildings. Yeah. We just went and we had a great time, but we were also able to experience the buildings, and that's what architecture is. You're experiencing the building, how the building affects you as a person on the human scale.
We have a great transfer record with a lot of different schools. Last year we had students accepted to, I think, 12 or 13 different colleges and universities throughout the country. We had students accepted to schools in California, in Florida, in the Midwest, in the Northeast, all over the country. And our students are sprinkled all over the place. And the great thing about it is they keep coming back and telling us about their experiences, which really helps us guide students as to where to transfer, what might be a better location for them, given their particular interests, desires, and talents.
My future plans after Brookdale are to transfer to a four-year school and get my degree. I would like to get my master's and see where it goes from there.
I actually had a great transfer process because I went right, we did 2 years at Brookdale. So we had our first studio, first year of studios, we had our second years of studio. And for me, I was able to jump right into the third year of studio. And I remember when I brought my portfolio, which was the other thing that was great about Brookdale, and also just Ed, the professor, who helped us develop our portfolio and make it a strong portfolio. A professor at NJIT sat down with me and he was looking through the portfolio. He said to me, he goes, everything that I see in this portfolio is just as strong as any of the students that started at NJIT in the first and second year. So for me, that was great to hear that, everything that happened at Brookdale was a great foundation to, further your career.
We are currently going to Pratt in Brooklyn, both of us. We did just get accepted. The things that they do there are amazing. They output so many great things, but they're along the same lines of what comes out of Brookdale. We've worked on projects that, our final project was essentially a second, third year project at Pratt or any other school. We put the same amount of work into that as anyone else did in any other schools. And we're given the same tools to do this.
It's nice to come back to Brookdale to see how the program has continued to grow over the years. When we started out in the program, it was much smaller. It was actually part of the drafting program. And it evolved into really a fully accredited architecture program that has many more resources. There's many more opportunities for the students to learn and to really build a foundation for when they're going to transfer to a 5-year, 4-year architecture program to receive their Bachelor of Architecture.
When I started the program almost 20 years ago, that was the goal. The goal was to provide personal attention to individual needs because we knew we would have a very diverse group of students coming in. We wanted to embrace that diversity, celebrate it, and then push people into areas where we thought that they could excel.
I'm Dan Schroll, Professor of Graphic Design at Brookdale Community College. Graphic design, I use the example sometimes for students. So I may be sitting at a table and I'll pick up a small sugar packet and explain that a graphic designer does that. And from that small packet, anything up to a huge billboard. It's a visual communication tool. We're all involved in it. We all are guided by it. It's a huge field. There are many, many different options a student can have and go into and feed from as long as they start with the basic fundamentals of the graphic design profession, which we offer here at Brookdale Community College.
Hi, my name is Colin Caney, and I'm a graphic design student at Brookdale Community College. Everything that was available for us, the computers, the programs, everything were amazing. I mean, it made it so much easier because everything was just right there for us to use, and it made everything that we did a lot easier.
Hi, my name is Gabriela Sheps. I'm a current student at Brookdale, and I'm taking classes on the graphic design program. I have a background in graphic design back in South America. I was going to school and I was looking for, returning to school, and this was a convenient school for me, pretty close to my house, and they have a program that I can do it.
We have two options in the graphic design program. We have an AAS degree, which leads to a terminal degree that puts the student right into the industry after graduating from Brookdale, which quite a number of students have done and have become extremely successful. We have the other option, the AA degree, which is a transfer degree, which I encourage students to participate in. It enables them to transfer to a four-year art school or college or university to further their studies in the more conceptual part of graphic design.
I got an internship through Dan Schroll, my professor. I got it at the end of this past semester, and it was redesigning the layout of the brochure for a group out of St. Barnabas Hospital called the Institute for Prevention. It's turning out to be amazing. I can't wait to see the finished printed product. So, on top of that, it's the first thing that I've done that'll be printed, that'll be distributed with my work on it, and I'm very excited because a lot of people, I don't know how many, but a lot of people will see that. So, it'll be very exciting to know that my work is somewhere circulating around and everyone gets to see it.
It's an exciting program. The opportunities are tremendous. Now is the time to really look at a career in a field like this because of the vast potential that it offers. And not just graphic design, but peripheral subjects like illustration, typography, printing. There's many different aspects of the field that are outside of what's called graphic design, but are a very strong part of doing this as a career.
Hi, my name is Claudia Chera. I'm a graphic design student and photography major in Brookdale Community College. I have a lot of freelance work coming in because of my graphic design teacher. He was really great on always promoting me and giving me, people that I can call and they gave me work. And for me, in a sense, it's great that I changed my whole career into the graphic design department, because if you really have a passion for it, you always have work. You always have work.
There's a great program. Come and see it. You have to believe in your possibilities, and you will love it here. You will really like it here. So come on in.
Students make the program. The students really go far beyond the normal workload and contribute outside of class and really make the program what it is, a very strong program. I think we give a very, very strong fundamental background, kind of nuts and bolts foundation, and they do a really good job.
Brookdale Community College is a #1 community college in New Jersey, and it is consistently listed as one of the top 50 community colleges in the United States. At Brookdale, you receive a high-quality, affordable education at a fraction of the cost of four-year schools. Having faculty and staff that are dedicated to helping you reach your goals is part of what makes Brookdale so successful. Our degree programs prepare you for some of today's most rewarding careers, and our transfer programs enable you to seamlessly transfer to accredited colleges and universities. We welcome the opportunity for you to see for yourself how special the design department is. Call us and schedule an appointment to tour our facilities. We're here to help you design your future.